Hey guys, good morning. Today I want to talk a little bit about how equipment financing can really benefit the transportation industry. Um, Huge industry and a ton of demand for financing, and I think what happens is a lot of people will run into issues, and a lot of it's just because it's lack of knowledge or really lack of direction as far as which way to go. A good portion of the truck drivers in the transportation industry are currently either renting or what they call leasing, which is a little different than financing. They're basically renting a truck and or a trailer. And you know, that's a great thing for someone who's just starting up, who may not really have the knowledge as far as how to obtain their own truck, but it's super expensive. So that's kind of where we come into play. We've got options for virtually any type of credit profile, whether it be a zero down 100% financing with a great startup rate for somebody with a 700 or better credit score, all the way down to the guy who's got a 620 or 625 and maybe working for someone else at the moment and wants to go out on his own. So now the big benefit here is that there's a lot of money in the industry. I think a single truck and trailer setup can generate upwards of $25,000 a month, especially if you're driving for yourself. Now, if you're renting a truck, you could be paying as much as $5,000 a month just for the truck, not to mention the cost of the trailer. And let's say that's like probably around a $50,000 truck, somewhere with a truck with a value of around $50,000. If you were to look into some finance options for that, I would be able to help in a way in which we could probably cut that payment down in half, maybe even more, which is it's just going to cut your expenses so much that you're going to see a huge difference. Now, the guy who's driving for someone else or is employed by a trucking company is probably making $5,000 or $6,000 a month, which is a great living, right? $60,000, $72,000 a year before taxes. But what about what if we told you we have the ability to give you the opportunity to make yourself $20,000 to $25,000 a month? That's a whole nother story, and we can do it. Kind of going back to my point before, we've got programs for almost anyone, and it's going to be a situation where we're going to give you the ability to start your own company, break off from driving for someone else, break off from renting trucks at an outrageous monthly rate. And get into something that you're going to own, as little as 2 years if you wanted to go that short, and really just generate revenues that are going to go through the roof for you. It can change your life. There's a lot of money to be made in the transportation industry, and my job specifically, and our job at Everlasting as an equipment finance provider, is to be able to give you the ability to better your life through ways of equipment financing and leasing. So my question to you really is, for the 20-minute conversation that we may have to actually come up with some options for you, would that be worth saving yourself thousands and thousands of dollars a month in rentals to make thousands and thousands of dollars more a month in revenue?